So viewers, you can see that there are two books in front of us. I'm going to start with the first one.
Yeah.
The New York Times best-selling book, The Girl with the Louding Voice, critical acclaim, commercial success, touched a lot of lives, published in 20 countries. Super, super, super proud of you. So guys, this is the book, The Girl with the Louding Voice.
That's the US version, yeah.
That's the US version. Still available. Abi, do you want to tell us a little bit about this book before we go to the latest one, which is the current version out for sale?
So The Girl with the Louding Voice is a story of a 14-year-old girl called Adoni, who is semi-literate, who is witty, feisty, the most lovable character that I've ever created personally. And she has a deep desire for an education, but she has to overcome so many obstacles, including becoming the third wife of a local man in her village, escaping that, going to Lagos to become a housemaid. And all through all this, she never wavers in her desire and her passion for getting an education. And it's really her story, it's her journey. But it's also the story of the characters that she meets. It's a beautiful story of resilience and the power of believing in your dreams and not giving up, which is where the title comes from. She believes an education will give her a louding voice, essentially, to make an impact, which I believe that we're all on earth. I think is an obligation on every one of us to aspire to make an impact, to touch the next life that you come across. It should be a daily mission to touch the next life positively.
Oh, thank you very much. And how have you dealt with how do you feel when you got the email or the letter or the phone call that you were in New York? I remember when you told me about it, but
I can't remember. I called you, obviously. I must have called you.
You called me.
And was I screaming or?
Yeah, I had to put the phone. I was like, my ear is paining me. What's going on? But you were like screaming and like super, super excited.
I was
excited for you as well. But how did you feel from your own voice?
It was so surreal. It was so surreal. And I think because, I have goosebumps now. Because you don't expect these kind of things. You don't go into, I didn't. I'm not one of those writers that I don't think I ever will be, who thinks that they've arrived or whatever it is. So I didn't feel like I've arrived. Yes, there was a moment of, yes, this has finally happened. But it just felt, I got a call from my agent in the middle of the night. And again, first of all, your phone is ringing at midnight and it's your agent. You're thinking, what on earth have I done? What have I done here?
What do you think it was bad news?
I don't even know what, I was just thinking, why is she calling me at this time? And I was, she was like, I know it's late, but we just got the news, and you hit the New York Times. And this is a debut.
And America is behind.
Yes. So they had just received. I was like, it was like a muffled screaming because the kids had school in the morning. And I think one of them even woke up and said, Mommy, what is it? What's the problem? What is going on? Like, that was good news.
Is there a burglar in the house?
Yeah, I know. It was so exciting. I was so excited. I cried. I thanked God. I, told family and I called mom. My mom was like, what was that? What does that mean? I was like, don't worry. It's great news. But then I've had moments to reflect and I feel so grateful because I know it's not the conventional story. I feel very blessed. I've had a lot of grace, a lot of warmth and love from the readers. The character, I remember that thinking that who on earth is going to read this? It's written in non-standard English. How would it be accepted? And it just completely blows my mind. Blows my mind. Not just the fact that it hit the New York Times bestseller list or all the good stuff you said. What blows my mind, and I share this quite often with you, are some of the personal stories. What people say to me, how
so like in your DMs,
in my DMs, or when I meet people and people really share really, really deep, heartfelt feedback and relate it to their own lives and their stories. You cannot connect the dots. And I love to give a lot of advice, and I'll throw in advice here is that if you're here and there's something that you're doing and you think you're not great at it, or you think that the world is not going to accept it, you cannot connect the dots. You can't see the end from the beginning. Just put it out there because you never know. Yeah, those are my 2 seconds of